science time, guys. There are just things in the angler that cannot go unanswered. Such as why I had so many Xander here at one time, and now I don't have any. I was feeding entire villages with the Xander off of this dock here. And now they've all gone. Now, if you responded to my last video in the comment section, sorry I haven't gotten to the comments yet because this recording wasn't done right after, but fairly after, well before the upload went. So I'm going to keep exploring Spain here, but I'm also going to start doing some science stuff because I've been inspired because I have been watching and sorting some stuff out. This thing definitely bothers me. I'm pretty sure people are saying these signs here, like when you're doing these challenges, it spawns the goldfish in for you, which I can see why that has become a thing, like why people think it does. I don't think it just spawns a gold in. I don't think it spawns a gold in. I think it creates an entire new spawn point for the fish for the mission. So in most cases, I think it's correct. Like if we open up the map here, up in this spot where that brown trout is, there are brown trout over here. So I don't think like making this brown trout mission. And then over here, I bet you there's pumpkin seed there with that mission, right? I think it just makes a new spawn point temporarily, like a good one, so that it guarantees a gold will pop out. That is my theory here, because there are no Xander here at all anymore. It's just pumpkin seed and like roach or something like that. If Xander ever does appear, I'm gonna have to reset my way of thinking here, but it's pretty much just pumpkin seed and stuff like that. But that's what I'm thinking what the game does when you launch one of these challenges. It creates a new waypoint just for the challenge, just to make sure you will get a gold that pops out there. So I think in this instance, there just aren't any Xander here, and it's just, I don't know if it was like an oopsie or something like that, but it's like, here's your gold Xander spawn point. But there's never Xander here. Anyways, I've been looking for a while now, different times of day, and I mean, watch me be wrong now, and I'm all for me being wrong. I hope I am. I think I got minnow on here. No, I don't. Let's just switch that to minnow. And then, oh, I don't even know what hook I have. Hold on, I don't remember what I have on Lucia here. So we'll throw it in, and I don't think we're gonna. I don't think there's gonna be any Xander at. So 5 is your bronze Xander, and I grabbed the wrong rod because normally you can see them, but it's just. Oh, what? What's going on here? This minnow. Yeah, I think these the fish that have spawned into the water that you can see, I think they're just like the real fish you can catch, obviously, but I think they're just like indicators, right? Like a indicator that a spawn point exists in the water, and you can catch them, of course, but it's just supposed to be like hint at to what kind of spawn points here. So this is pumpkin seed and roach, I think. And doesn't mean the Xander one has disappeared. So I'm just going to hang out just for a second. And just hopefully I'm wrong. I don't think I am. What time is it? 8 in the morning. Yeah. Anyways. So I've never really been sciencing the angler. Because I didn't know how much I was actually going to get into it. But the game's pretty fun. But it also came a year late, right? And I figured that, like, it's already got it. It's community built, and they got this, like the spreadsheets already made and everything like that. So I figured it was already science, but I've been watching KP Shimino and some other content creators for the game, and KP did a really good video recently. He's really getting into the science of it now too, and it's a really good watch. It's one of his newer videos, like half an hour long, but it's really good. And I got inspired by that one because after hearing what KP thinks of the game, and like what he like what he's confused about or is unable to clear up or is unsure of, it sort of similar to what I'm seeing in a lot of ways. So the video sort of reconfirmed sort of what I'm seeing, and it also confirmed to me that, I mean, if KP doesn't know the mechanics of the fishing game, because he's like top YouTube scientist for all these fishing games, I don't think any of the player base really knows. Because he brings up a point in his video where he says, yeah, there's a whole bunch of, like, I think and I feel this happens, and this works for me, so that's why I do it. But they don't ever have anything backing it up the why it works or anything like that. And so I don't think it's ever really been science too much. And I don't know how much I'm going to science it either, because KP's right into that sort of stuff. He'll lead the way, because it looks like he's getting back into it for it. But there's a few things that I like that created more questions for me, and I don't think he's going to figure out some of that part of it. Like these challenge boards, like you know, why the Xander aren't here, little things like that. But yeah, so I'm gonna look at a few things. So yeah, no Xander here. I will check once in a while, but what I want to do, I want to do a bunch of things. I just never have enough time. Yeah, so anyways, that's my theory on that, these little challenge boards. And I think it's the same with the other maps, right? When it makes a mission, I think it just, doesn't mean people think it spawns the gold fish for them. I think it just makes a new spawn point that has the potential of spawning a gold, so you fish it long enough, you'll get it. I am wondering if Xander is in the area, though. Like, did they just mess up a little bit or something like that? Or were they trying to hint that Xander were out there a little further? So I thought maybe we would grab a boat. And I'm just going to go out and look around a little bit. But if you haven't yet, KP Shimino's sciencing video, I don't actually know what he called the video, but it's like 30 minutes long, and he's some really good info on there. And I agree with a bunch of it, but he also says he doesn't know, right? Because it's really hard to understand the spawning of the fish. So I agree with a lot of it. I got my own kind of theories, too, that are slightly different than some of his. But that's me. No one really knows. But that's pretty much my theories right now. Is I'm focusing on like how the fish spawn, and sort of he is as well, right? Yeah, that's the wrong one. So I just need to stand up here and see. Like, you can't really see much in the water, right? So right now, my takeaway from his video is he talks about like he's just float fishing, and he's catching diamonds and all that because he's figured it out, and he says that the time of day and the temperature doesn't matter, because it's I kind of chuckled when he found this out. That there is no temperature in the water. It's just for the user interface. Like, it's just like another generated number that happens when you catch the fish. Like, the temperature of the water doesn't matter. It doesn't actually exist. It just has to match the fish you pull out. Anyways, I thought that was funny. And I think he's 100% right on that. I don't think the time of day matters, except for like the night fish thing. I think, you know, the fish will bite more, and the spawns do change a little bit, right? But I think the spawn points are always here. And I think that what the trick is if you're on a spawn point with the right bait and hook size and all that good stuff, I think all you have to do is re-trigger it, and like get it working again. It's going to be hard to explain, but he's doing it what I think he's doing, but not knowing. See, I don't know either, right? He when, like, say you're casting out here and he's catching fish like this, and all of a sudden it stops. He will reel the float in and then change the depth, and then cast it out slightly to the side, and then they'll start biting again. I don't think the depth actually matters still. Like, he didn't think it did either, and now he does. I think what happens is when he changes the depth, he changes the conditions of the spawn point, because the spawn happens when you cast, which he says as well. Anyways, I don't want to get too much into all that, but yeah, no, I've been inspired by his video, because I'm watching it, and I'm like, man, he's right on track with what I'm thinking of how the game's working, but he's done a lot more playtime, of course, than I have, and everything. So, but that's what I think's happening is I think he's right. I think the spawn is determined on the cast, and but we're a little different in thinking there. I think you just have to change the conditions, and then the spawn sort of resets or something. But anyways, that's my bit ramble. I don't think anything's here. I'm just curious if there's Xander. I was wondering. That's what I mean. I'm wondering if when they made that challenge point, they said it's indicating Xander's out here, and they just moved it in there to indicate that Xander's by the dam, maybe. Now that was a little long of a wait, so that indicates that the spawn point isn't like a super active one. We get like a silver. Yeah, okay, 6 kilogram. Good, because I really wanted to actually find a good location for Xander. And this was test. I didn't know they were here. This is my conclusion, because since they're not there anymore, I figured, if I was the developers and I'm like, I want to indicate Xander's around the dam, I would move it over there, right? And say Xander's out here. But I'm wondering exactly where they are, though, because he came from over here. They might be right up against the dam. Or not the dam, but this power station thing. Anyways, I hope it makes sense what I'm saying. There's a lot of people with different opinions of how this all works and everything like that. But yeah, I find it interesting. So I'm wondering if the spawn point's over here. That's what I mean, and they just kind of moved it. Or maybe originally it was on that dock up ahead. I'm really curious because I caught the diamond over here, right? I'm wondering if it moved. Can we see them? Alright, yeah. So we're going to keep the number 5 on. And just toss it out here. See what happens. So let me know if you're catching Xander, not by the dock in front of me, but the one I was standing on where that challenge is. Like, are they there in other people's games, and is this mine that not appearing? But it's not a big deal. I'm just doesn't mean everybody thinks that. Everybody already feels that it's spawning a goldfish in for them for the mission, and I think that's correct. But I think it's a spawn point it's creating. There's another Xander. Okay, so they did move it. Okay, so this is a bronze. So that didn't take very long. So we're on a good spot, at least for bronze Xander. This has made the game more interesting for me. Because this is a bronze. Okay. So hold on a second. And I wonder if being in a boat matters. Like, does that... There's something that goes on when you cast. There's like a calculation, or there's something that happens. So are they over here now? And I'm just... Like, why... If they're over here now, why on earth haven't I been able to catch them until, like, just now when I start recording? Well, I was trying to record it before. Because they were all over here. Like, spawning right on here. See, and coming out from underneath here. Stuff like that. But, okay, I'm going to give it a second. I want to see if Xander are coming back again. Yeah, they're just not here anymore. Like, over by this dock where that is. That's interesting. So you can sort of see the range of the spawn points, right? So if I move over there, Xander will start. So I mean, there must be like little circles and things like that all over the place. But yeah, that's they're not over here anymore. They are all over the place. Just massive amount of them. Anyways, yeah, if you throw your rod in there, and if you don't get if you don't get like a fish in the first 30 seconds or something like that, like how quick they appear, just indicates how sort of active and how hot of a spawn point it is. See, I don't have to move too much, and then all of a sudden there's Xander over here, right? So it sort of gives you an idea of the range. So you can just come to this dock. Like, did they put the spawn under here? And if you find a nice active one, that's going to be, your gold and diamond sort of thing. And then that's what you want to mark. You want to find the really, like, you throw the float out there, and if you get one, you know, within 30 seconds on there, or even quicker. So see, I mean, I don't think this is like a super Xander spawn. And I'm gonna start just using the bronze for now, because that'll give you kind of a feel for how fast they're popping in. Because I think if it's a good spawn, then the bronzes will just be appearing like crazy. Anyways, all theory. Let me know what you think. But it's got me very interested to try and sort it out, because I think we're onto something. And then there's a thing about the hook sizes I want to test too. Like the community guide thing says that on the smallest hooks, like everything will bite. It's just the big hooks that filter out. But oh, I thought it was coming to take the float. That's a mullet of some type, I think. But anyways, if the hook's too small, they won't bite. Anyways, I want to test that more thoroughly. But I think they only bite down as small as the first juvenile hook. Anything lower than that, I don't think they bite anywhere. But that is just what the largemouth bass seem to be doing. And I think it goes for everything else. But not sure. I want to check that one out. Yeah, so I think that's a mullet down there. Okay, so this is what I'm finding interesting. We know there's a Xander spawn here. But how big is the range of these spawn points? Like, do they all have different sizes? Like how far their range is to detect the float upon cast. So I cast it out there. The calculation should already be done. Like, at least that's the theory. Oh, and what I can do is change the depth. So this, like if this spawn's not working anymore, changing something, like changing the bait hook size, changing the depth of the bait, should sort of reactivate the conditions of it. I've tested out before recording, and it was working. And KP, he thought it was. It sounded like he was entertained when he found that out, because he was saying he was always thinking the depth didn't matter, and I didn't think it mattered either. But I still don't think it matters. I think it just reset the conditions. Because something has changed in it. Because I think the conditions are set on the first cast. Like it's like, so this spawn is now, this Xander spawn is now, the calculations are now focused on minnow, hook size 5 at this depth, and it just needs to change something. So because like we're on the spawn, I think, because the bronze were there, right? But maybe it's more out at the end of the dam here. What we're gonna do is, yeah, we're gonna throw the depth down and do the same thing. We're just gonna see. We're gonna see. Just for funsies. Because I was doing this before, and I was like, by George, it's working. All of a sudden I would get a bite. After just changing the depth. Like I'd be getting bites on carp, and then yeah, I would just change the depth, and then all of a sudden, like once the bite stopped, I just changed the depth, and all of a sudden the bite started again. But I haven't done enough. But this means I'm taking KP's word on his test there that it's something. Doesn't seem to be working here though, but I could be off the spawn now, and it also could be just like a really poor spawn. Like you need to do these tests on a nice active one. Yeah, and that's, I don't really have like the active ones. I got stuff all over the map, but a lot of my stuff marked on the map is from these challenges, and I don't trust them anymore. I don't trust that that's the spot. There is that thin lip mullet spot though that I seen a player catch a diamond at. I do want to check that out again. So maybe we'll go there. But I haven't given up on the Xander yet. So this is basically just like I'm off the spawn or nothing's here. not for Xander anyway. You don't catch it by now. There's no point dinking around there for it. That's what I want to see. I thought maybe they would put the spawn like in there, but maybe it's out here. That's the other thing I want to find out, sort of what sort of range we're dealing with. Okay, we'll try again. And so we're at the top. Okay, because it was right at the end, right, where we caught him? You didn't even see my ducky. Oh, there it is. Okay, let's give this a second. Okay, so nothing. Part of me doesn't want to like pull the float out in case it's like swimming over here, because I can't see very well in the water here. You know how they slowly swim up to it? Okay, I don't think they're coming, so we'll do the thing. Because it was right here. Okay, let's lower it down. And we'll just kind of change location a little bit. And we'll see here. Okay, I got one. I didn't see it, right? Because the float was down too low. I didn't actually see the fish. Okay, so that's a deep one. It kind of scared me there because I'm used to the float sitting at the top of the water. Okay, so we definitely have a Xander spawn. Now it's not a super great one. I can't see where they're swimming from. And I'm wondering if that indicates... Anyways. Like, which way it is. I know this works here. So out here, we can get a Xander. The problem is, yeah, I can't see the fish with the bait that low. So basically, I'm gonna farm Xander here because I want to see if I can like dry out this little zone and then change the depth and see if it resets again. I'm just, you know, sciencing time. Okay, that didn't take very long at all. That didn't take a very long at all. Okay, so these guys, like I doubt I really doubt the spawns move. Okay, so we're on the deep setting. And that one wasn't very long at all. Like right here. That's what I mean. I'm really wondering what happens if they stop. But they might not stop biting at this point, right? 'Cause since I'm on bronze, it might just be spitting out bronzes like crazy. Just wondering. I'm going to keep the recording going because that one didn't take very long. And man, since I can't see them coming, it makes me jump. They don't like diddle around the bell or anything like that. They just strike. I don't think you can see in the water when it's down there. Yeah, I don't know how active this spot is, but that was pretty quick. Silver than a bronze. Who knows? Just kind of like round one of testing. Yeah, there we go. So that's not too bad along waiting here, but they're just bronze at this point. And you really have to sit here and, you know, farm it out to get sort of a feel for it. Because I'm actually not sure, like, the area, like, this will dry out. If you're fishing for bronze, like, on an active spawn point. But yeah, there's just lots of questions now. Lots of questions. But I do find it very interesting now that some of it's becoming sort of predictable. Yeah, look, I'm right on top of one. But it's all bronze. Okay. So what I'm going to do, because we know this is quick, And we're on a bronze. Nice. Let's raise up and just do the surface float again. See if it makes a difference. I would like to see them come into the float. That's how I'm used to it, so you can be sort of prepared for when they're going to bite. Let's see here. Is it going to be quick? Or does the depth actually matter? Or did I... Yeah, that's me. I don't actually know. Like, maybe the depth does matter. And, like, the spawn is associated with... Nope, there's another one. Okay. That's mean. I think the depth is just going to change it. But I don't think I'm going to be able to demonstrate it, if it does work. Because I don't think this spot is going to stop giving me Xander. I think it's pretty much the same spawn that was over at the dock for the mission. But what we are going to do is we're going to switch to the number 3 hook. Because that's going to be the silver. Okay, so we're going to go to a number 3 hook. And we'll keep it shallow for a minute. And see if this is like the spawn that was at the challenge. Because if it is, silvers just should be coming right out of here. Like a silver Xander factory. Yeah, it's gonna be similar. Here we go. So I found a nice Xander spot. And we're gonna have to test to see just how reliable this spot is. Like, is it gonna disappear on me? Like the other one did? Or is this a permanent Xander spot that we can get golds with? Oh, he's a silver at least for sure. I got Lucia just cranked right up here and 10 kilogram everything. Is this a gold? Get back here, you. Come on. Oh my. Maybe it is a gold. Come on, back here. Look at this big guy. Pull him over towards the boat, maybe? I guess I'm only on 30% drag. Oh. Come on. Yeah, there we go. There we go. So this is look at the big fish. They're crazy. All right, cool. So this is cool. This is what I was wondering about. So in my mind, that is what the developers did. They moved. They wanted people to fish off this little trailhead because it was matching the rest of it, but the Xander are over here. So they just kind of moved it for the challenge. Okay. That's what, in my mind, what happened. So we're going to mark gold Xander here now. Okay. And I'm going to actually keep chugging away at it. Just for testing purposes. So here we go. And that's I think we're pretty much right on top of the spot. So if this is a hot spawn for Xander, which it looks like it is, I should just be able to stay here and like re-trigger the spawn. Yeah, that's kind of mixing KP Shamil's theory and sort of my theory together. Because I don't have a bite at the moment. So then I should adjust the depth and see. And see if it does bring another Xander in. Give it a few seconds longer. Because sometimes, like, they swim slow, right? So if they render in far out, they take a while to swim in. Oh well, at least this will be good testing if no one bites here. Alright, nothing's here. I mean, if you don't sit too long, because then that means the spawn is kaput. Alright, so I don't think anything's coming. And then what KP was doing was changing the depth. Moving to the side a bit. Casting it out. And in my mind, that should reset the conditions of the spawn. But I have no idea. Just a theory. Which sort of was working earlier. And apparently that's what KP's doing. in his own way or whatnot. No, but maybe it's not working. Oh yeah, you can't really see the... You can't see them when it's down deep like that though. So if it happens, like if I get a bite, it's going to be startling me. I don't really want to cut the recording in case it works or doesn't. Alright. Maybe the depth doesn't do anything. So tricky to figure out. Okay. Oh well. Back to the drawing board on that one, maybe. So I'll try a few different things to see if I can get the Xander biting again. Because it would seem that the time of day and temperature really doesn't matter. And other people have agreed on that one too. It can have, like, the time of day has a bit of a factor. Okay, so it doesn't look like that worked. Okay. Well, that's good info. I'm not going to be able to explain why it works on carp and not these guys, though. Alright, well that was the theory anyway, so maybe it doesn't hold. Okay, I'm gonna bring it in. Just try back over here again. See if we can get these Xander biting again. Alright, so this was definitely indeed a hot Xander zone, which seems to have died down. So the goal now is to try and get it restarted, because the depth change didn't seem to do it. They should have found it by now. And either one of these cast. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to move the depth back up again. There we go. And let's try over here. It shouldn't really matter, but okay. Let's do that. Then I'm thinking of maybe moving the hook size back down. See if the bronzes come back again. Okay, so changing the depth isn't working to restart the spawn. So that's the trick. That's the goal now. So my theory isn't holding. That's fine. It's just a theory. But that's not kickstarting yet, and it's not catching them. Should I change... Okay, before I change hook size, maybe you gotta cast... Here, let's quickly change hook size and just see. See if the hook would be like a harder reset or something. 5 is the bronze. Minnow. Let's just find out. Maybe this will kickstart it again here. Okay, here's a bronze. It took a bit longer than I wanted, but it could have swam in for a ways out. So let's do a few bronze catches. And then see if we can switch back up again. And start getting silvers again. Okay, now it came from this direction. Let's try out here. Yeah, that's what's taking a while. It's spawning them in, but that Xander's way out there. So he's taking a while to swim in. So, like, is that a different spawn then that they're coming in from? Because that one definitely came in from this direction as well. So maybe it's not at the depth that's like resetting the spawn. Maybe it's just the spawn like changes location a little bit, slides over, and it's just changing where you're casting. Who knows? But both of them came from this direction, and I'm not getting anything from there. So we'll keep going, a few more, and then we'll switch up and see if a silver comes in. Okay, nothing on this one. So let's try a depth change. And just go a little further out. Give that a go. So, man, I'm not going to be able to see the fish though. Okay. There's one. Made me jump. Gee, I'm not going to be able to survive the deep bait thing. Alright. So that got one by changing the depth. I'm still not convinced that's what does it, but I don't know. Let's go back up again. Just because I'm not going to survive the heart attacks of not being able to be prepared for the bite here. Okay, so depth seems to be a thing out here. Okay. So let's try halfway down, and then maybe I can still see the fish so I don't get heart attack. Okay, come on, Xander. Oh, there we go. So that was half down. Still can't see the fish, though. So hold on. I need to find out if this depth matters. Let's go back up to shallow again. So the deep one worked, halfway down worked, but this is not working. But maybe it's just that the spawn is cooled off so much that it just so happens on these casts it's not working. Pretty tricky. Yeah, they're not biting on the shallow one. Okay, might be something to it then. Thought maybe it wasn't. I'm going to do another cast in a row, just because maybe it's only doing every other cast or something. Yeah, so let's try to rule that out. Okay, no go again. There might be something to it. Get back out. We will throw it down all the way down to the bottom again. Throw that out, and we'll give it another go. I'll have another heart attack. Okay, I don't think this one worked either. Interesting, interesting. Not too sure at the moment. No, not gonna bite. Alright, let's bring it in. Let's go back over here again. Keep trying a few more things. Alright, I think this is going to bring a close to Xander fishing. Haven't learned too much yet. But we know where we can catch Xander. Maybe it's got, sort of a cap to it. It makes sense that they put a cap in. And how many Xander you can catch or so. Let's, just for funsies, we're going to switch the hook up. keep it at the top. And we'll try out where we're going here. Let's give that a go. Yep. Here comes one. Oh, it's so weird. Like, they're here, right? You just have to keep mixing it up or something. It's strange. Like this is the shallow. Like, hook size maybe is the best to change around. Because this is going to be a silver. I don't know, it's interesting anyways. I mean, it did have to stay out there for a little while. Like this probably isn't the hottest Xander spot. I mean, if you get it like a really good spot, they keep on flying out of there. Well, let's see. Since we caught a silver, we're going to keep doing it until we don't catch a silver. Okay, out here is just not a happening place for the Xander. I mean, there's definitely different tiers of hotspots and stuff. No, I don't see one coming. Okay, I'm going to switch back to the bronze. So all we got was that silver there. See if this even is a thing to kickstart these guys. Maybe I should change the bait. Let's try. It's up top again. Let's try behind us towards where they used to be. Check that out. Okay, he came over from over by the dock. So are they back there now? This gets so confusing. Okay, so this is just a bronze guy. I mean, if a hotspot gets fished out, is it just like moving around in a circle? Tricky, tricky. Okay, it's the same thing. I'm going to go back out there again. Just to see how much activity we're getting. Okay, no, that's all there was for him. Alright. So maybe this zone, you know, like, no one really knows. Like, maybe there's only a certain rate that they'll spawn. And don't know. But it seems to have quieted right down. So we'll do this. We'll try lowering the bait again. But maybe this is just as fast as this is going to go now. Okay, so here's a bronze end. Like, he just spawned over by the wall. So he definitely just sort of warped in. It's just this is going to be bronze. I mean, like, logically, if you program this, you would give each spawn a certain rate that they can, you know, recreate fish. And I don't think this is like a super great spot for them, even though I did catch a gold. Well, let's try again. Yeah, so it's just not active enough. When you find a zone, pretty much the fish should just be like coming all the time. This is not the case here. So I was going to say, you know, it's you know, it's a Xander spawn point, but it's just not a very fast one. Now, before I leave this spot, I'm going to end the video very soon because we're going to go into the hour. There's a player on the map that caught a gold Xander. I want to check his spot real quick. But I also want to see, are the Xander back here? This just bugs me. And, They were here at one point, and now never again. Maybe they're here now? Because they used to just all be around the dock. Okay, yeah. They're not going to be here. Alright, so what I'm going to do is, before I end the video, I want to check this one spot. Just to compare it, since someone just caught gold Xander up. I don't think he's here anymore. Yeah, it's right there. I'm going to travel here and drive up there. But first, a fish sandwich, it looks like. There we go, a pringa. So here's the spot, I guess. There's another challenge. I'm going to do it right now, because I don't want to mess up the thing. Okay, so it's an eel challenge race, so it's a gold eel one. Okay, no wonder people catching gold eel here. Crank dat is here. Okay. Don't really want to bug him too much. Maybe I can go over here. And I mean, I could grab a boat and then look around. Oh, he's gonna ignore me. That's fine. Is there Xander in these waters, though? Question. Only one way to find out. Yep, definitely Xander here. And we just gotta see how hot the zone is here. So we'll pull a couple bronzes, just get a sort of feel for the zone. How come I can't grab them? There we go. Okay, no problem. Just threw it on the head of whatever fish that was. Yep, this is a hot Xander zone right now. That looks like a silver. Oh no, oh yeah. Oh, I'm not sure. Small silver? Oh no, gold. That was a real easy gold. Holy smokes. Okay, so excellent Xander spot. Let's keep filling around here and go hook 3 to go for the silvers and more golds. Alright. It's just straight out and they seem to come right in. So let's see what happens here. See if the area dries up. Yeah, so that didn't take too long at all. He just came up from the bottom. So I'm still not convinced that the depth matters too much. So, anyways, we'll keep feeling around with it, because he just swam up to it. And this is like how the Xander zone was at the other dock, like during the mission. So I wonder if this stays this way, since it's not governed by a mission. Oh, there you go. Because Silver Xander, it's a perfectly good farm. Okay. So I can see a Xander out there. Must be a bronze because it's not coming in here. And nope, that's all that was. So interesting that it dries up after catching the gold. The other one got the gold and then that was it. And this one, gold, and that was it. I'm going back just to grab the bronze to see if we can So that's what I mean. There might just be a simple limit to each area. Oh no, I want to cast farther. And I'm on the wrong thing anyways. There we go. Shoom. Still so much to figure out. So there's a bronze out here for sure. So it should pick this up. Okay, back to troubleshooting kind of thing here. So I can't really cast that way. Yeah, I'll try it this way. We'll try a much different spot. And then we'll try changing the depth again. Yeah, this is interesting because these guys are not following the pattern that KP had there. So let's go. We'll make it deeper. And we'll throw over here. So it's possible though, right? That because as far as I know, KP was just doing common carp. And I mean, it's possible that he was just sitting in like the hottest of hot spots for common carp, which is this lake here. Like all through here. Or he wasn't down here, it was here and here. And I mean, if it's like the hottest of hot spots, then it probably doesn't dry up, right? While like here and where I am down here, maybe it's just like, you know, moderate hot spot, which can dry up after you catch a gold or something like that, right? Because this isn't following the pattern there, so I'm thinking that that's got to be something with it. I think, like just how hot of a hot spot that you're on, and I'm thinking this is about equal to the hydro plant while we were at, because it's just stopped as soon as you catch the gold. So it's just like, okay, you caught your gold here. Xander despawn or something like that. I don't know. Oh, there's a bite though. So that's cool. What do we get? So that was a change in depth. So that does follow the pattern. But I think I only got bronze on though. But that could, this is probably following where we just were at. Like I'm not going to get fish very fast. I guess it's going to bring like a bronze in once in a while. Oh, it's a silver. Okay, cool. That's fine though. Alright, so let's keep the float down. Try again. Okay, we're on again. Oh, interesting. Very interesting. Like, it's not super fast though. Like it's, but it is catching fish. Let's see who this guy is. So basically, I'm definitely going to keep out, lookout for hot spots, try them all out. I'm thinking location is the most important. So it's going to be another silver though. I like the look of this though. So I don't want to end the video yet because we're on to a silver spot. I mean, it's not really quick though. So I'm not too sure what's out there. I got something else nibbling here. What in the world's biting the... This is not a Xander. Now what do we got? Carp out here, do we? Oh, an eel. Okay. Alright, that's fine. Yeah, because the eel are here too. I wonder why an eel hasn't went for it yet. Till now. Just fighting away. Don't stand a chance against Lucia here. Hard to secure them though. Come on, you. It's like a silver or something. Okay, cool. Is Crank Dad even catching anything? Okay, we'll throw one more out. And then I want to raise it back up to the surface again and see. what happens. Here we go again. What do we got? So this is definitely working out there. So I'm going to raise it back up to the surface and see if it continues. Or it changes at all. Because this is a Xander. How do I get the bronze thing on again? I forget. Looks kind of bronzish. Oh, yeah. Yeah, a nice silver spot. I mean, that's a good spot if you're pulling in silver all the time. So let's raise it to the top. And just see if we keep getting the silver. I mean, that is part of the science at the moment. Is to see if this depth actually does do something. KP seems to be convinced. But it seems hit or miss right here. Oh, that was quick. I got eels coming in the way. So it would look like if temperature doesn't matter, time of day doesn't matter, then all it is location and hook size is your primary thing. Bait, well, hook size and bait work as a filter. So hook size works to filter out the size of the fish, and then bait, different bait works to filter out like the different kinds of fish, right? So I should be picking something that Xander eats that the eel does not, but it doesn't always exist, I have found. Well, a bunch of times they eat the same thing. Silver eel. Cool. Not what I'm after though, but it works. So that didn't matter because the other Zeal was at the deep float level, and then this one's at the surface. Yeah, I don't know if it matters. This is surface. And here's another one. I don't know. They look pretty big too. Let's find out. Nah, I can't be that big. I don't know. Try it. Try to change the surface of it. Like when it dries out and they stop biting. I just don't know what to make of it. Like if it's doing something or not. I can't tell. Must be just a silver. Yeah, I mean I'm just pulling silvers out, but this one was on the surface. Who's here? Huh. I don't really know. A Hex LOL? Beard. You're gonna hang out too? I'm gonna be leaving soon. Big cast. I mean, if I keep catching silvers though, I mean, I'm expecting something big. Oh, look at that. Pike. Did we go by 7 o'clock or something? Oh, somebody's got a Neil. Is this silver eel, did he? Oh no, he got gold. Well done, buddy. I guess the mission is there, right? Nope. Everybody's got their trophies. Yeah, it's just a bronze pike. Did we go into nighttime? No. That's weird. Why I would get a pike all of a sudden? And they weren't really here before. But that's what I was wondering. I was wondering like if it's on the hours that the spawns can shuffle around a little bit. Alright, so this time nothing on the surface at all. Yep, it's been sitting out there long enough. No point leaving it out there too long. Let's do one more. I know I keep saying one more. We'll put it down deep again here. Oh, he's got another eel. Just see. Let's see if we grab one here. Because if we do, I think there's been enough enough shown in the video that the depth does seem to be affecting the spawn of these fish. Let's find out with one more try. Yeah, so it looks like I'm not getting anything anymore at either depth. So then what you would do is just say one more cast again, and then change the location and see. Yeah, here comes the Xander. So it's like different sort of hotspots or spawn points around. You change the location. Anyways, I think the moral of the story is mix it up a little bit when they stop biting. Kind of change location, change depth. And then they should start going again. Now this guy thinks just bronze, I guess, right? So I don't think I put the 3-hook on. Yeah, he's pretty light. Yep. Yeah, well, he's a heavy bronze, though. He's gonna catch the fish behind me. Just trying to see. What's he got? I think it's a little pike. So, I mean, the pikes weren't biting before, right? They were, just started now. Yeah, do you have it in here? Here's my fish. Maybe? Oh, yeah, he's got it. Ta-da! Oh, he didn't stay for a picture. That's fine. I think we're done anyways. Boop. Alright. So, a little bit learned, I suppose. Stuff to keep in mind. Kind of mixing it up when it sort of dries up the spawn point anyways. Who knows if that's how it actually works or not. I don't know. Anyways, let me know what you think. There's a big episode. Over an hour long. So that was fun. But I think I'm going to sign off for now. Thanks very much for watching. Happy fishing. See you next time.